In the previous video, we saw why it might not make sense that an akumatized person has to forget everything once they are de-akumatized, as mentioned in Miraculous World London. In this video, I'm here to complain about another nonsense that could have been shown in there. Another striking event at Miraculous World London is that Lila akumatizes herself into different forms with different self-chosen powers without any context or reason. The easy question is, if the miraculous of transmission can grant oneself any power, why hasn't Gabriel used it like this before? The apparently correct answer to this question is the following: the miraculous of the butterfly gives a power to someone according to their motivation, personality, and ambitions. Even if all akumatized supervillains seem to acquire specific powers that fit their personality, there are clearer cases to illustrate this point. Pharaoh. Jalil is mad because Ladybug sent her sister through a time warp. He, more than many others, should have the motivation to travel through time.
Come on, Monarch, find me. Give me the power to find my sister.
However, due to the apparent limitations of the akumas, being Pharaoh is what he can aspire to be. Risk. Gabriel comes up with the idea of forcing Ladybug and Cat Noir to take risks so they would make a mistake. Thus, he has to pick a specific prey like that froggy child, whose motivation matches the one of taking risks and not being afraid in order to perform the task.
I need a villain who will force Ladybug to take risks. Then without even realizing it, she'll make a mistake.
It seems that not anyone is suited for that. Not Lila, nor Natalie, nor himself. Puppeteer. In her first apparition, Puppeteer can transform and control the people whose puppet she possesses. This villain is slightly overpowered, the power to inevitably control someone just by having a doll of them. It seems rather unfair if anyone could have that ability for free. If Gabriel Agras could become a puppeteer himself, he would quickly go buy action figures of Ladybug and Cat Noir or create them with the power of passion, akumatize himself, and instantly control Ladybug and Cat Noir wherever they are, whoever they are. Manipula and Puppeteer too. Something similar happens with Manipula's power, as well as the second Puppeteer. Monarch simply needs a wax statue of Bunnix to give her life and be able to travel through time. I really don't know why he didn't ask for it in the episode Determination, but still. If he could turn himself into Manipula, he would easily gain all miraculous powers just by obtaining of creating their wax statues.
Volpina, Chameleon, Hoaxer.
Volpina, Chameleon, and Hoaxer. Needless to say, Lila is a gifted manipulator with great lying abilities. I don't think it's a coincidence that all her supervillain powers are related to deceiving people and making them think that her lies and deceptions are reality.
Illusion, lies, of course!
When she accepts the Akuma in the episode Chameleon, her goal matches Hawkmoth's, that is, defeating Ladybug.
Hawkmoth, I am Lila. I know you want to destroy Ladybug, and so do I.
Yes.
But her power still isn't exceptional to the others that Lila receives.
Lila has been harboring her rage against Ladybug for months, and today, wherever she looks, she'll see the object of her hatred. And as predicted, her anger will reach devastating heights. Your plan is perfect, sir.
In Harrow's day, Gabriel and Natalie need a lot of citizens to feel negative emotions by deceiving them into believing something horrible happened. To do this, they wait patiently for Lila to build up her anger towards Ladybug so they can akumatize her into Volpina. Why don't they create the illusion themselves? Of course, because Lila is the only one fit to be akumatized into Volpina and create illusions. Otherwise they should require the miraculous of the fox to do that, and not just any Akuma.
Monarch, I am Safari.
Catalyst and Safari. We already know that Natalie akumatized is highly dangerous as she is the main villain's assistant. And even then she seems to show limitations. In all her debuts she has shown to have motivation and aspirations that specifically fit the power she has acquired. Catalyst receives the ability to amplify others' powers because she has always been Hawkmoth's most loyal supporter.
I will go to any length to end the reign of Ladybug and Cat Noir.
Good. Catalyst, you have always been my most loyal supporter. I gave you the ability to boost powers.
On the other hand, they put into context Natalie's past as an explorer and hunter and her current motivation to hunt down holders in order to provide Safari with that specific power.
I spent most of my youth fighting snakes for antiques. How many times have we failed focusing on the miraculous when our real obstacles were their holders? They're the ones I'm going to hunt down and put out of commission. I want you to give me the power to never miss my prey.
With pleasure, Safari.
Still not entirely convinced? In that case, I would like you to watch some scenes in order to compare it with other episodes. Unlike Nuru, Ariko can give the power you ask for, he just has other limitations so as to be balanced, such as not being able to copy powers from other kwamis, among others.
I can't grant a power that already belongs to another kwami.
While Nuru doesn't have those limitations, he should be balanced with the previously mentioned limits. Otherwise, what we are going to see now would make no sense whatsoever.
You will give me the power to travel through time!
Yo! I'm Time Tiger from the future, man!
Nice little time-traveling gadget you've got.
Time travel is Fluff's power, and I can't grant a power that already belongs to another kwami.
Then grant me the power to locate Ladybug and Cat Noir's miraculous. Feast. You have a consuming hunger that only the miraculous can satisfy. I'm giving you the power to track them down.
Trouble is, that's not a power, that's a wish.
Grant me the power to unmask Ladybug and Cat Noir's secret identities. Unmasker. I'm giving you the power to see what's behind any mask.
I cannot give a power that would disrupt another kwami's magic. And being able to conceal the person behind the costume, well, that's part of the magic of their kwami.
He is asking the wrong kwami. He should be telling Nuru.
I have nearly all of the miraculous, including the one of
Transmission.
granting the power of time travel.
While all the akumatizations in the series seem to be consistent, Lila chooses her powers without any restrictions to turn herself into Time Stalker and Spectral Looter. In conclusion, in my opinion, the most logical thing would be for Lila to need to look for people whose motivations match her needs. As I commented in the previous video, perhaps that was the creator's intention, except they had to poorly readjust it in order to develop the plot of Miraculous World London. Feel free to comment your ideas, whether you agree or disagree with my picks. Have a nice day.